Hello everybody and welcome back to 2 Point Campus, where today we are going to make some clubs. We're going to make 5 clubs. We are going to get an average A grade on campus because of the way I played up to getting my first star. They're doing quite well for their grades at the moment. I've also chosen courses that aren't too difficult. We need to also make a monthly profit of 60,000. So the first one I'm actually going to put in, as much as I hate them, is the Orb Club. Orb Club. Maybe Book Club would be good too. Club stand. Maybe that could be outside the library. Then we need a running club. I don't know whether putting all the clubs in at once is a wise idea or not, but oh well. So we've got the Book Club, the Orb Club, the Nature Club is the one we're missing. Nature Club I feel like should go outside. Maybe there. Okay, and let's go. We need also to increase the attractiveness rating. Now, it would help if people weren't vomiting all over the grounds. That would really help, but oh well, apparently they are. So we've got quite a lot of things we can do for that. They're wanting something topiary. Okay. They want that for their garden club, for their nature club. So there we are. You can have those. But we need to make this place more attractive, and to make that happen, we need to pop on the attractiveness filter. Now, I can already see that we are far too low on janitors right now. Far too low on janitors. We need way more. So, iron bladder, but you get hungry easily. But never mind, you're very fast. We could maybe do with doing some training on the janitors as well. I'm hoping that both training rooms are being used, but they're not really. Oh, I think they are actually. Yeah. Okay, that's good. It's good to have 2 training rooms. I like it. Okay, so let's get maybe get like 9, I would say. You got a weak bladder, but you got happy thoughts. I haven't, all of these security janitors, I haven't seen any invasions or anything like that so far. Ah, you might be good. Oh, no, you're terrible. Let's get rid of all these security janitors. I don't need them. I'm paying extra for the security that they bring.
Welcome to 2 Point Radio. This is Harrison Wolf, and I will be your host.
Okay, so we can upgrade the lecterns. I don't think that that's something I need to spend the money on right now. I think we need to spend the money on the janitors. And making things pretty.
Get
rid of those 2.
Words, and we'll be right back.
Poor personal hygiene. No, go away. Ooh. You're a bottomless pit lollygagger, though. Maybe, because you're skilled. And I've got a big training queue right now. But it's good. They're working their way through things. Okay, so there's a few other things that I can do. Oh, teachers. Highly train 150 teachers. Wow, I've done a lot of training, haven't I? Lots of training. I could do with maybe getting someone in to do the student union. Yeah, it's a total mess right now. We definitely need... Oh, man, stop giving me such terrible applicants.
Frequently asked questions.
I'd like to get enough janitors in to get the place clean before I start putting pretty things in. Because when I start putting the pretty things in, they're going to cover up the fact that all of this looks so bad and there's so much litter everywhere. Let's have a look at you, Charlie Pound. You're squeaky clean with good mechanics. Nice. Let's see if we can get one more. The profits aren't doing too great though, are they? There's too many janitors needed. They're using up all the money. Staff wages are probably huge. Yeah, 85,000's worth of staff wages right now. So, probably one of the things I need to do as well as hiring lots of janitors is get some bins in by all the vending machines. I think that's probably one of the reasons why so much litter is being dropped. I realised they put in a lot of vending machines recently. Although that lecture theatre has like a bin that right there and litter all over the floor next to it. So, oh well. That room has a bin. Ridiculous. Okay, so let's find some pretty things to put around the... Oh, some club stuff. Okay. We need the club stuff. We need a bookworm. Okay, I might move that slightly over.
In the news today, local film star Roderick.
We also need a speed walking sign or two.
Throwing a bagel at some
Have a couple of those around the place.
It's pretty bad luck that those freelance photographers were in his bathroom at the exact moment he decided to start flinging bagels.
And we need...
I mean, what are the chances?
An SU party, a smoothie kiosk, and they want the Prestige 7 student lounge. Okay, well let's have a look at that then. The student lounge right now is Prestige level 6. So we could probably increase that without too much issue. With some, and let's have some attractive things in there. Maybe like a thing above the sink there. Maybe a nice one of those. I don't know. And picture of this guy. Oh no, that really did prestige it up actually, quite aggressively. Let's also just put a picture on this wall above the bin. That way it looks pretty. Okay, so I've got lots of things I could put up and down the corridor that could make this corridor look really, really quite attractive and nice. We've got a lot of things that we could put in the garden as well. So I will show you the things that we can put in the hallway. We've got things like a UFO display. That's rather attractive. We've got the cheesy goblet from Fluffington. Sorry, Fluffborough even. We've got pyramid displays. They're from when we were playing Pebbly Ruins. And then there's also things like this fountain, the Pearls of Wisdom. They're very attractive and nice looking. Let's put a fountain in every so often. And then maybe Pearls of Wisdom in between, kinda. Just wherever it doesn't look too attractive right now, we'll pop some pretty things in. Now this is what I was saying about it, is that these can sometimes make you not realise quite how dirty the campus is. Actually, it needs to be moved probably back to about there.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
So it's made that litter look less unattractive, but I don't know whether secretly underneath it still is unattractive. So it's something to really look out for. That'll do. Let's make sure that that doesn't look too ridiculously stupid. I don't think it does. I'm going to put some more bins around. Just to try and help. Those poor old janitors. I think I might need another assistant as well. Oh, thunderballs required. Oh yes, I do have plenty of room for those actually in at least one of the labs. So they can go and do their assignment in there if they need to. But yeah, still super littery. The clubs are trying to level up.
I've lived in 2 Point County for more years than I can remember.
Upgrade the
But
lectern.
every
Yeah,
now
let's
and
do that.
then I still hear an expression for the first time. This morning, I bumped into Ricky Hawthorne, and after a nice chat, he says,
And we've got Science Hub
time
2.
to see a man about
Right, so one thing I do want to put in,
I have no
I might just be able to
idea what it
squidge
could
it in the end here,
Don't
is
tell me, though.
actually a research.
Man's an enigma.
A research lab. So as soon as we get to 40,000, which will probably be next month or so, we'll do that. Also, I'm going to try and get as many new students in as possible next year on as high a tuition fee thing as I can. Because it's nearly the end of the school year. They want an orb statue. Orb statues are quite pretty, actually. I believe they add to attractiveness. Yeah, they do. Up you go, filter. So they can worship the orb over there. I don't particularly like the whole orb thing, but oh well. They want a DNA poster. Have that in there. They want a neon guitar. They also want a sci-fi film, honor rollers, a circuit board.
Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
That's something I can... Maybe I could put that in... Yeah, they want training rooms or something.
The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus.
Yeah, let's have a look at the awards for year 4. So, we've got 71 continuing, 45 graduating, average exam results of 84%. Doing very well, I feel. Got the King of Hearts, they're doing well for their relationships. Queen of Clubs, Power Nap Club is still the most popular. Campus of the Year, because we are very attractive with good room prestige.
The end of year
And that's it.
results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
55 course points. We need one more room. We've got 69,000 in the bank, so it's not too awful. So question is, do I just upgrade or do I add a new course? So each new course would be... Three years. Archaeology. The archaeology would be good for getting money. But it won't necessarily be good for getting money per... Well, actually, it does have decent... It's a hard course, though. I've got to be a bit careful with these hard courses because I do need to keep myself at an A average. So that might not be the best. Money wrangling is also a hard course. And it really doesn't... Yeah. Internet history wouldn't be too bad. So I believe that on the first level it would give me 10 new guys. And it would cost me 30 points. Whereas 25 to upgrade the course on Funny Business. 25 applicants on general knowledge. That would be the same amount of new students. But I don't think that that's a big tuition fee, no. Do excuse me. Big fat sneezer.
To the Giblet Caves. This once succulent
I'm not sure what to do here.
green. There is only one who can save us now. Meet Wizard.
Scientography, we had an open day for that.
A world of legend
Marketing
and
might actually be
one-shots
useful.
in Meet Wizard, Return of the Salami Sorcerer.
Meet Wizard.
Only on the
Return
Google Button
of the
Master,
Salami Sorcerer.
where the games
I do love it. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I should turn off the town away, but there's too many good things that happen. So we've got 55 course points. Let's just upgrade what we've got. So let's go to more robotics students, and more scientography. There we are. That spent all the points. Still only one more room needed, which is quite nice.
The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to
So we'll have 148 students coming in next year. I'll need to just check on their dormitories and stuff. But hopefully that should give me a bit more money.
Now taking students for general
We need
knowledge.
another robo-construction. And I'm going to copy and paste that into the new building. I may, in fact,
Students
even
should make a good first impression.
pick this one up and put it in here. I think that this should be for, like, robo-construction. And I should make the robo-construction bigger.
Announcement.
One on each side. But for now, I'll just
Is now
pop them in. And then I feel like I might need another building altogether. So I can make these much, much bigger. And then they can go and do their robo-construction and stuff. Maybe we could even get some private tuition rooms and bathrooms and things like that along the sides or whatever. I don't know yet, but I think that's a good room to have those in because they definitely do need to be bigger than they are. The science labs are a good size. And in fact, I will make them bigger. I don't understand why the whiteboard comes off every time.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
That's made it a bit bigger. And this one as well. Let's make that a bit bigger. And then I'll see if I want to make them even bigger. What's wrong with that then? How weird. That, my friends, was extremely strange. I don't know why it just did not want to increase in size there, but never mind. Move the whiteboard. Right, so now we've got room for like other stuff, which will be really nice. So let's see what other stuff we can put into a robotics lab. We got all sorts of things that they need. Look, they've got a little console. They've got a little like 3D printer thingy.
And if we're lucky, we'll have some
Big 3D printer.
that'll make us see life
All these little
differently
tables.
forever. But first, I gotta find my pencil. Wish me luck.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
You revise the longer you've been revising. And we've got all sorts of little cubbies and bits and bobs for them. Is there anything else that maybe I haven't unlocked for this room? Let's see. No, there isn't. So I can decorate it. But that's about it. So I think that's a good room. Got 70,000 in the bank. 42,000 we made in 1 month there. So I could probably, if I can get the attractiveness rating up enough to do that, I could probably try and just sack a few staff members or something to get that monthly profit. Or I just wait a couple of years until we have enough course points to get like, loads of students in. So we'll see. But that was good. The staff wages are still huge. They want a dance floor
Frequently asked questions.
in their student union.
Are testing you.
Don't think I can fit that one in that. I think I got 2 student unions though. Do I not? I intended to. Oh yeah, I can fit it in behind there. Look, there we go. There you go. Dance floor for you. Yay! Look how great I am. Okay. SU party. Make you happy. The attractiveness rating is actually doing much, much better now. So we can do some outdoor landscaping, I feel, for a minute. So we could have some rose gardens. They always look really nice, I feel. I'm actually going to put the attractiveness grid on because that helps me to see if I'm placing things in a good way.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative
Out there, I think. No, it's not. It needs to be further out than that. About there. I also need to put a path into the campus. I also did realise that actually this path here is the wrong colour. So let's just take the attractiveness filter off a second. So what I'm going to need to do is fix it. But I can't, now I've seen it, I can't...
I had a pretty sweet segment lined up for you, but my
Can't keep it like that.
producer is waving his arms at me through the glass.
Let's just put that in. Like
Yep,
that.
waving back hasn't seemed to help much. I'll see what he has to say.
Fix
while
the
you
grass.
listen to my new favorite song.
University gives you a bright
That doesn't blend so well though, does it?
debt.
But it's we definitely do need the stripy grass. Oh well. That's how it's going to have to be, I guess. Oh no, did I put the... I put the wrong one back in again, didn't I? I'm so stupid. I swear. It's definitely that one, right? This is where I find out it was correct all along. It's just the lighting is very slightly different across the two. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I know it was definitely that one, so I'm going to just remove that and put it back in. And if it's right, it's right. There we are. Okay, so another thing that we can do that is quite nice, and it sort of breaks things up a little bit, is we can put like hedges and things around. But I would need to work out where I'd want to put them. Possibly, actually, around the... Have a look. Hedges. Outside. Hedges. Hedges and fences. So I've got all these pretty things, like a wild hedge corner. Wild hedge, the bedhead look. All of those will make things much prettier. So I'm going to go just with a normal hedge. I'm just going to put it around the rose garden here. I may move the rose gardens over a touch just so that they're not quite so close to the hedge there, but...
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
I need to delete these. Oh, well, that's annoying. We'll sell the whole hedge. Lovely. There we are.
Sorry about that confusion. It was nothing serious. My producer just had certain opinions about the content I had.
Then I'm going to go
planned.
back to the paths,
like
and
the
I know
sessions
for a
much
fact
as
now
the
that it's that
excitement.
path we're
Little
using.
do they know, they can't stop me thinking about it. The brain is the last refuge of the so-called undesirable thought. It's a party up there, and boy, is it a fun one.
Okay, so that's going to be my pathway
The dogs don't eat homework.
to the building, and because of that, the hedges are not quite right, which I kind of knew they wouldn't be, so I was like, oh, I should have probably done that first, but never mind. So let's just see if I can just sell that little bit of hedge there. Sell that whole hedge, apparently. We will get this right. There you go. So now we've got hedges. So now I definitely have more of an idea where these rose gardens need to go. They need to be sort of more in the middle there, don't they? Not quite right, is it?
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
That's pretty good. I'm just going to turn the grid back on and see how badly I've placed them, because that usually shows me. So 1, 2, 3 and a half. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's not bad at all. Well done me. So you can see that that started to get a lot more attractive. And it gives me nice places to put all of my stands and things like that. Which is very nice. The one thing that I can do now is I've got that pathway. I've got lots of nice flowers and things that I can put out there. So I can put some nice like flower beds along here. Just helps the attractiveness a bit. Then when I turn that off, we've then got that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that looks terrible.
Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
And this is why, when it tells me to make things attractive, suddenly it takes 4 hours to do anything, because all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let's make this so pretty. Let's put some seating outside. Let's do this. Let's do that. But that definitely is a much more attractive look for the campus now, I feel. With the outdoor areas and everything like that. The paths, the fences, all of that good stuff. I think next year I might do archaeology just to make things prettier.
That's it for today's show.
I know.
Don't know if it's been a classic.
Okay, so let's have a look at what else we can put outside to make things more attractive. So we could definitely put some like little love statues in, which is something that they sometimes like if they're trying to get relationships going and stuff.
What I'm saying right now is making or breaking.
Why
the
is it
show.
invalid?
Have I just ruined it? What about now?
Why?
Trippy.
Why can't I have you against the wall? Like, why is that so difficult?
Hard work may or may not pay off.
Might just have to have them both facing the same direction rather than in towards each other. Even though that's super annoying. It's either that or I have them both out a little bit, actually. Like so. That would work, I think. Oh look, the gardening club have already started making the topiaries into things. They're very good at that. And that does help the attractiveness rating in general as well. Oh man, I still need janitors so badly. Why is everyone in this place so messy? They're all bin blind slackers. But we've got more students this year, you see, and that might mean that we'll need another dormitory, possibly. Let's have a little look at how they're doing. So they're very well entertained, which is great. So I'm super happy with that. Their thermal comfort's really good. They love their environment, and the room prestige is decent. And their accommodation is 82%. So actually, we could go with another dormitory. And that would just finish that building off nicely, actually. And we've got room for something over there as well. Oh, look, they're making some nice robots too. Fantastic. We've made our 60,000 monthly profit. So now we are just purely on the attractiveness and the level 5 clubs. Let's see how the clubs are doing right now and whether we need to prioritize any of them or anything like that. So we've got 2 club members for the speedwalking club, and they're at level 1, so they're quite happy with that. The power nap, the book club is also at level 2. Orb club is at level 3. Perfect. So book club.
No
And then Nature Club. Definitely looks like they're doing stuff in Nature Club, so they're still at level 1. That's fine though. Ruby Tornado and Kyle Blizzard doing their best work there. Okay, we could definitely afford more janitors and things now. I can just go like absolutely ham on the janitors because we're making a decent amount of profit each month. Although I don't want a million ones that can upgrade. I want them to be able to do different things like maintain and be speedy and stuff like that. Talking about that, I need to make sure their training is doing well. So training the janitors to be faster would definitely help with this. So with my janitors, let's train them all in a bit of aerodynamics. Could take a while. So we'll get faster janitors. Which I think would be very useful for all of them. Oh wait, okay, we don't have too many left. You're already amazing at being fast. Look at you go. Maybe that one I should have done some mechanics and maintenance levels. But that's fine. We'll just do everyone aerodynamics, and then maybe next time we'll go through and we'll give everybody some maintenance levels or something like that. Orbling level 2. So yeah, the attractiveness rating is starting to go up. Right, so I need to just use all this money. Ooh, allotment wanted. Nice. So that's the Nature Club is clearly doing well. Now I think an allotment would fit very nicely there. It would look very attractive as well. Anything else for clubs? A big book is wanted. That could go near a library or something somewhere, possibly. In one of the hallways. Hallways are a bit cluttered, but maybe actually outside the lecture theatre. That would be fine. A robot poster for someone's.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is
I really didn't do much with that robot lab. I need to actually. A robotics bookcase is needed in the library, but we made the library quite big this time, so there's actually quite a lot of space for things, which is quite nice. They need a student lounge party. That's fine. They also need a smoothie kiosk. Go about there. Let's give them another administrative assistant to go in there. Gee, they're all trained in medical and pastoral, aren't they? Good grief. That's amazing. But I probably could do with not having quite so many.
Students are asked not to ask questions.
Okay, well maybe at some point I will put a marketing department and you can go work there. I don't know. Okay. So let's have a look at the attractiveness of everything. It's looking very pretty with the hedges, you see. Hedges are OP in this.
I hear that another university has opened its doors to the aspiring
Okay, what
bookworms
else
and
can we
lab
do?
rats of 2 Point County. Listeners may remember that I don't like new universities because they're not old and therefore not any good. If
They're
they
not
were,
old and
they'd
they're
have
therefore
opened a
not
long
any
time ago.
good.
That's called logic, students, though I don't suppose you'd know.
Let me put some pretty topiaries down here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apart? Yeah.
If you hear this, please drink some
1, 2, 3,
water.
4, 5.
Thank you.
It needs to be 4 apart. Oh, look at how they fit. That's so good. There, I think that is lovely. And we could do the same on the other side. And in theory, it should fit.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Mm. 3, 4. Right, so that's made that look a lot more green and pleasant. I think they all line up quite nicely. Okay, I need to do something about those flower planters. Symmetry them up a bit. I like my little garden. I think it's cute.
There's a fly.
There's a fly in here. Okay, so we've got some big fountains and trees and things like that that go outside and make things look quite attractive. Is that the one, the huge tall tree? That's quite good for areas like this, where you've got a lot of space to fill. If you take a look at... I might need to adjust this slightly. No, actually, I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. So now we're still at an attractive rating of 71%. And it's still a littering problem that we've got here. So I did need to put a bin next to that new food stall. Because how can they be expected to keep things tidy if there's like no bins? And then we need to go back and get some more janitors and more janitors and more janitors.
Some grades are personal.
You'd be good. I look for ones with high maintenance skill and things like that. But I don't feel like poor personal hygiene in a janitor is too bad a thing. Right, so we've got more decorating to do. Let me edit this room and put lots of posters and things around. Maybe some nice paintings as well.
Welcome back. I can't say that I understand our county's recent fascination with opening pop-up.
Have a look at that. That's slightly nicer, but it's still pretty bad.
It seems appropriate to commemorate the opening of yet another fun time house.
What
of
other
real
nice
good
things do we have?
learning.
Oh, we could have a
I thought we'd talk
notice
about the
board
past,
there.
memories and nostalgia. The feelings that things used to be in some
bomb
incalculable
poster.
and all-encompassing sense.
I feel like we
better.
need that for some
But
reason.
why do we feel that way?
Well, maybe that's
Are we
more like a
wearing
spy school thing.
rose-tinted glasses? Perhaps. Did everything used to be better?
Shoegaze. I thought I had a shoegaze poster already.
This is a test
Unlocked.
announcement, not a real
Jasmine, a
announcement.
droopy plant. It's supposed to look like that. Sunflowers, rather demanding. I'm gonna unlock some more of the flowers, I've decided. You can't really have like... See, those robot posters are not... they're not super good. Some of these things are really powerful items for like increasing the... You see like that one, much better. This one, much better again. So the more high value ones tend to be a lot better at increasing the value. Put that one in there in a couple of places.
Staff are reminded to care about students.
Oh, I can't have the geometric canvas in there. That sucks. So yeah, that's looking like a really nice room. Honestly, I'm really tempted just to wait until they're finished with this room, sell it.
We're approaching the end of the academic year.
Wow, it's the end of the year
Try
already.
not to worry.
Man. Sell it and copy it then. Because I've spent so much time on it. Now, Jasmine Odyssey. Statement for the year. I'm happy now I've made my 60,000. Totally happy with that. So we really just need to get it more attractive. But we also need to do the clubs. 9 members of staff are ready for training. View staff. Oh yeah, lots of them are ready for training. Again, faster janitors. Oh, you're in the middle of training. Your training is scheduled. Roy Flop. Lulu Skinner. Logan Gray. Isabel Jazz is already... I wonder if I can overwrite security. No, doesn't seem like I can take it away, so that's fine. That is not the end of the world. I think that's everybody in for training there.
I used to love taking the train.
And then obviously it would be useful to just train up the staff in general.
Those were the days. Sadly, I now find the
So I just stick him in a training queue and then pretty much just leave him to it and hope that it generally improves things over time. Because the third star might be that we need like 1 million different classes or something. Like 30 A+ grade classes. By the way, when you're doing that second or third star, whatever it is, that requires 30 A+ classes in, I think it's Pebbly Ruins. Don't try and do that just with archaeology. Do it with general studies. Much easier because archaeology is a hard course and it'll bring your grade down. You notice all the courses I'm doing at the moment are easy or medium ones. It does make a big difference. Some courses are very lucrative. What's up with you then? Bin blindness. Instantly littered.
The academic year is over. Students
Yay! Academic year is over. Year 5 is done. We had one person fail. That's no good. To be fair, it wasn't what I was really focusing on. And we got lots and lots and lots of awards. So that's fantastic. Right, we need a lot of stuff, but we have a lot of money. So we don't need to worry too much.
End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking.
Feel like it would be good if we had like these trees. Maybe like that down here. Might eventually want that space for something else, but I feel like it would be good. Look at them all graduating. How many I've got. Good grief. So next year we're going to have 167 students. But I'm still going to, I think, up it. Well, it means more money, which means more beautifying. Go for it. We'll have funny business level 4. Means 2 new rooms are required. And then for the other side, we might have some fun and do some other stuff.
Announcement. Plants need water, remember?
So I just need another science lab. I kind of knew that eventually I would need one of those. So we shall just copy it. We need... Oh no. They're different sizes, aren't they? So we need to copy that one so it fits. And then we need another lecture theatre. So how about we take this one and copy it and put it right there. It's quite good to me, except it's like slightly off kilter. I'll probably at some point move that later on. But that'll do for now. Oh, we need... Why weren't all those things there a minute ago? Okay, so we need a scientography teacher. Squeaky clean. Scientography level 2. That sounds
How
perfect.
do you follow up the best-selling album in 2 Point County history
Okay.
with even more music?
Even more.
Jasmine Odyssey presents Even More.
Fish out of water, bigger than before. She's writing even more.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half away from the path. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half away from the path. Trying to make a new campus building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from the path. Starting there. I'm just trying to mirror what I've already got. And it goes all the way back until it's about 4 away from the back hedge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess that'll do.
Skills are non-transferable.
Out there. It looks like for some reason I didn't quite do that right. And then I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wide. Run out of money or something? No. So hopefully that, like, yeah, it does seem to line up with there. That's 15 wide. Lines up over there. I think I'm good.
Administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
I can't remember whether we did big entrances or small entrances there, but that's fine. So that will do. And then I need robo construction times 2 again. So this robo construction is my nice one, so I'm gonna actually sell that one.
I was recently stolen
Copy
back
that
in
one.
the days of my youth. Yes, after inadvertently trapping myself in the airing cupboard, what did I come across but my old wooden tennis clogs? It had been too long since I thought about my days on the university tennis team. It was said that the mere sound of our carved shoes were enough to cause eruptions of rosy cheeks and giggling on campus, although some believed that it had something to do with our shorts.
The campus has opened a new building. Good for
Oh yes. Oh yes, I need to wait for them to build the building. So maybe while we're waiting for... Oh. Of course they built it. Of course they did. Now I'm going to put it right there. Boop. Okay, so attractiveness rating right now is 70%. We're still really, really far away from actually getting that. Hopefully, in the meantime, the clubs have been leveling up. The book club's at level 3. The speed walking is still at level 1. I'm hoping some of the new students might join. Let's prioritize recruitment on Nature Club. Club's doing okay. And Power Nap Club is like going from strength to strength. Let's just prioritize recruitment from some of the other clubs. I would say speed walking. Definitely speed walking. And then we can... Yeah, speed walking and nature seem to be doing the worst. So book club's doing kinda okay. Orb is doing kinda okay. Power Nap is doing amazingly. Got 10 course points that I could spend, but I think we won't worry about that too much. And I need to just get myself quickly a robotics teacher. Been blind again.
You students should make a good first impression.
Do not want bin blindness. And I need another one in 265 days. But that's fine. We can just get one right now. Okay, you're good. So the attractiveness rating is absolutely abysmal right now. It is horrendous. Probably because half the campus is like not covered with anything at the moment. And that's a bit of a problem. So I need to just put like giant fountains everywhere or something with the money I've got. Okay, so they want a speed walking wheel. That's good. That means that they're clearly getting to the point where they need extra stuff. I'll put it there, I think. They also need an orb monument, which means the orb club is getting to a nice high...
tennis shoes anyway. The visual spectacle of tennis used to be accompanied by positive symphony.
Nice high level, hopefully.
Like a company of coconuts dancing on a
Should we
ballroom
put that
floor.
outside the new building?
Only wooden tennis clogs can produce such an enchanting auditory
Have a couple of them. They look
experience.
pretty, so
What do
why
they do
not?
now? Ghastly, squeaky things. And for what?
Right, so I've got some
Added
big
grip,
stuff that can go
not
outside.
weight. It's practically cheating.
There's some massive trees, massive fountains as well. I've got light bulb statues. I've got all sorts of statues that belong outside. I feel like we should get that Bungle robot statue in here because,
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
quite frankly, this is the robotics building, so why not have that there? A rock formation. Right, so we've got some massive, great big fountains that like cost 50 grand that I could easily put in if I so desired, and that would probably be very much increase the attractiveness rating of some very large areas. I would like to also give them another library. I feel like you can never have too many libraries. I'll just turn off the attractiveness filter for now, though.
Visitors should be checked in and then
Rockstar
removed
mine.
immediately.
I think I should have that too. Maybe not yet, but I feel like that should be at least unlocked. Let's go for a library. Can make the libraries quite attractive if you really want to. Give them another assistant to go in there. One with some library chops. Oh yes, look at you, Sylvia Burp. You'd be a very happy, good librarian. Probably need toilets and showers over there. Maybe a dormitory. And they're slowly training away as well.
Students are reminded
So the attractiveness rating is still really quite low. See if I can get some more trees and things in. This is such a huge area. that I'm not really using yet. And I don't really necessarily want to use quite yet. So what I can do is put these trees in just to make it more attractive. Basically, got a little forest of them. In the hopes that, you know, eventually if I need to, I'll sell them, basically. So just trying to cover the map with attractiveness. They really don't do as good a job as those fountains, though, do they? Good grief. Okay, next thing I want to do is, in the same way I've got all of the pretty things over there, I want to copy them over here. So
the rise of the synthetic shoe is not confined to the tennis court.
I would like
sadly. I'm sure many long-time listeners
pearls of wisdom all along the corridor.
Cobblers once a year, and treat myself to a pair of brogues or loafers if I'm feeling scandalous. On my most recent visit, however, I was horrified to find that my dear cobbler had been replaced with an establishment by the name of the Shoe Zoo.
The Shoe Zoo.
Can one truly describe their collection of footwear as a menagerie without possessing a single pair of brogues? I think not.
I'm also going to put in the corridor. Corridor. There's one thing I'm looking for particularly. This guy. They're very attractive and nice. And I like to sort of put them by the doors. They do look quite nice there. Okay, so now we can put we could maybe put some of these guys in. They are quite attractive as well for corridors and stuff. Just anywhere that needs a little bit of extra help, we'll stick it in. Making the power walking club look pretty nice over there. Okay, so we've got 73% now. I want a bin. Yeah, I know we've got litter problems, lady. I'm putting bins everywhere and hoping for the best. Try and give the caretakers, the janitors, a little bit of a break. But I'm not against hiring some new ones. You know, lollygagger. You're squeaky clean with some extra happiness and all that stuff. That might be good. I'm just thinking if I can get enough pretty stuff in here. That's got to be like more attractive than those trees, for example. How are we doing for these clubs? I think still another janitor. Sweep that litter. I don't want a single bit of litter in here. Look, there's toilets that need maintaining and cleaning. All sorts going on. So more janitors and more janitors and more janitors all the way. We're at 72% attractiveness rating, but that's while the term is going on, so I do find this one of the more irritating things to have to do, though, because it's so fiddly.
Remember the start of the show? Remember when we were going to talk about nostalgia?
Remember the start of the show?
Oh, what paradise it seems. And yet, here we stand, talking about training shoes. Another vision gone awry over the savage passing of time. How fitting. How dreadfully sad. Things used to be better, dear listeners. How can you know for sure? Well, my show is over. They can't be getting better.
Gonna put all the paintings everywhere.
Students are reminded.
I want this whole thing to be green. as green can be. You can have your own little office chair. And a filing cabinet. Okay, so as far as decorative items are concerned for this room, I feel like we're gonna have some sort of medical posters. In fact, apparently these medicine cabinets and things give it extra medical power. Although I find that generally just having a good medic works fine. I'll pop them in some paintings. I love paintings. You don't need a janitor for paintings. Campus level 25. Windsock picture. There we are. So that's looking quite nice. I feel like we need something like one of these guys just here. Right, so the training room's looking pretty bare, isn't it? Yeah. Got some nice stuff in there. Maybe a nice lamp or two. Oh, they could have a nice rug in there. I feel like just some nice pictures would be lovely. Try that. That corner there is a little bit, it needs something, doesn't it? There we are. Need something for the foyer here.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
I feel like I'd rather spend time just making it nice. Try to cover all the squares. Okay, I will make use of roses in this area just because roses are very powerful. But they do take a lot of maintenance from the janitorial staff, so sometimes you don't want to use them too... You want to be a bit sparing with them, basically, sometimes. Can I put rugs in there? No. Okay, so the robotics room still needs some work, and so does the training room over here, so we'll just quickly get those done. Okay, let's give you also... couple of paintings. Lovely. Right. I think it's one of the last rooms that's really, really bad. In fact, their gaming room is terrible as well. That really needs some help. I'll put a rug under each of the gaming tables. That'll help a little bit. I really need a janitor in this room though. I don't understand why it's quite so horrible. Why no one's coming in here to clean. But also I think a bin in here would help a lot. For some reason I managed to miss popping a bin in, so... do that, and I feel like that's a lot nicer. Hopefully eventually a janitor will come in and clean up those little bits of litter. We need a janitor to do that toilet. There's some litter there. I think we might need another janitor. We already have like 16 janitors, but you can never have too many or enough.
Fees may be
Right, so we've got 3 of our level 5 clubs. Perfect. Getting there. Gonna do some more stuff on the outside spaces. Maybe put some smaller trees in between the large trees. Because they actually pack more of a punch. Just basically filling in some of the areas. Making a bit more of a foresty look. Hoping that that is enough to...
Students are reminded to set reminders.
It's going to be very, like, again, kind of not going to worry too much about making it all lined up. Just going to try and get it covered in as much green as I can. So this is more just like, this is like the Harry Potter's magical forest or whatever. At the moment, I don't have a use for that, so I can sell all of those trees later if I need to. But that's brought that up to 77% attractiveness. I want to do a little bit along the paths now.
For none of the pay. We've got a great show
Rose
for you.
gardens.
But first, here's some music.
Definitely rose gardens.
Doctor, return to the hospital.
Expensive.
Thank you.
But they'd probably be worth it. And maybe a hedge? I like my hedges. All along there. Oh no, hang on. I'm here. Right, so the hedge is a bit messed up right now. Hang on, let me fix it. Let me fix it.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free
I sort
time.
of cordoned off that area a little bit. Because eventually I probably will need this area for other stuff. But for now, it is my forest. I haven't even filled this building in yet, and that is actually a problem. But I can fill it full of fountains of wisdom and pearls of wisdom and fountains of books and whatever else. Rubber ducky in a fountain. So basically I've got loads of dosh. We just need to get this campus up to speed. 78% right now. Oh, where did that fountain go? Nah. Here it is. But basically, we have enough of these around. I may need to reposition them later once the rooms are in, but for now I'm just happy to have them sort of there doing the work of keeping things pretty. So they'll get sold and moved. I'll get my 10,000 back from them quite easily, I imagine.
Here's Maggie with a tip.
Similar to
on
what I've done with the
getting
trees
things done.
outside. It just keeps the rating up. Because we're coming towards the end of the year, and then hopefully what will happen is the janitors will get really on it and give me the rest of that 85%.
Multitasking is great. I don't know what I'd do without it. Sometimes I'm
Which
there
clubs
writing
are
an
struggling
essay
the
while
most? So book
listening
club
to
is
a
doing
recorded
great.
lecture and covering an event for campus radio,
Running club is
and it
still
just
doing
dawns on me,
badly.
if multitasking
If I
wasn't
took
so
away
great, this would all be a bit much.
book club
That's
and
multitasking.
all the other clubs, I wonder if that would make some of these ones do better.
Are expensive.
See if my nature club is doing okay.
Priceless.
What about the orb club? How's orb club doing? So if I sold orb club, it would still be level 5. If I sold book club and just kept and power nap club. And let's just see if that will help the others to develop. So we've got basically rid of all their recruitment stands. The existing students that are part of them, that's fine. Sketching board required. Scientography open day. Student lounge party wanted. Might not be too much time to do one of those.
No, you can't have an extension.
Open day report +5 kudosh. No. 1 Scientography applicant. A horror film required. Actually, Robo Design is one of the rooms that I haven't actually added anything pretty into yet. So there's some like posters and art on the walls and things. Windsock picture. Couple of robot posters. See how that goes. It's looking a lot nicer, isn't it?
Reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
Those science rooms. I'm actually going to put a rose in there. Although it's struggling because of the way the cabinets are along the wall means I can't really put pictures up. So we will just use a rose for that.
The story of a teaching hospital and some missing bones.
There, 81, 82. We're looking
Here at the
quite
teaching
gorgeous
hospital in
now.
Mitten, students look forward to a long and healthy life in medicine. But while they were sleeping, with visions of crutches and pharmaceutical machinery in their heads,
So I am hoping
their teaching skeletons
that
went
maybe
missing.
another janitor's
They've tried
worth.
making their own skeletons out of wire, toothpicks, and toilet paper, but sadly, they're 39 bones short and don't know what they're missing.
Let's have a
For
little
now,
look.
their education and the future of healthcare in our county is looking boneless.
We are
and a
getting more
little
members to this club now.
Fliz, back to you.
If you don't know where your class is,
So that is good. So we are starting to get more recruitment in the clubs that we need the recruitment in. I'm hoping that doesn't affect the other ones. Club Prestige 3. So let's put things around the place that will encourage those. Sure, you can have a veggie kiosk. Put it next to your coffee kiosk. Sure, you can have a sci-fi film. Right. It's saying apparently there's a queue for medical. I don't know whether...
the end of the academic
Sometimes it goes a bit over the top. No, we have 19 medical issues and 6 pastoral. So we definitely do need a new medical room, I would say, in the new wing. Pop it there. Hopefully it's copied across all of the paintings and things. Yeah, it has. Nice. one more applicant for our open day, which is lovely. Right, so for the nature club, what else do we need? I love nature club. I wonder if any of them are doing their naked gardening yet. Oh yeah, I think you're a gardener. You're a naked gardener. Okay, so what they're gonna need for their nature club. So that's book club, sleepy club. Oh yeah, I haven't given them a speed running track yet. Maybe fit it in over there. They've got the wheel, they've got the speed running signs, so maybe we'll put a few of those around just to encourage things. Oh, year 6 is done. Okay, I may need to put some, depending on how many students we lose to graduation. There's 112 graduating. May find that the club's leveled down, so I need to make sure that that they do. I balance it out basically, but I want some of the new students coming in to obviously be joining these clubs that aren't doing as well. So we want to try and get new recruits into there. Could upgrade some courses. We could upgrade general knowledge. And one other thing. Scientography, maybe? Yeah, let's do scientography. I'll need 2 new rooms, but that's fine. I've got this whole new wing and $500,000 to spend on it, so that's fine by me. The attractiveness rating is down to 75%. I'm going to give them a decent summer holiday, just so that the janitors have a chance to, like, upgrade things.
You want to make stacks of easy cash, but reading about stocks is really boring.
So I need an electric theatre and a science lab.
It's like other fictional cryptocurrency, but with 40% less saturated fat.
Cryptocurrency, but with less saturated fat. I like the way they think. Okay, so I need a lecture theatre in across here as well. And I really do need to be upgrading the lecture theatres, I think, as well. We'll put you opposite there. %77% beautifulness. In fact, maybe another dormitory, because these dormitories are actually quite attractive. That probably wouldn't hurt. Have those. Maybe I will just increase the size on the shower room because that gap is going to annoy me.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
Some actual towel racks in here. I feel a bit bad that my students really haven't had towels for a while. Makes the room a bit more prestigious as well. Okay, so we're on 77% attractiveness rating. I do need to keep adding. It's hard to get 85 though, really difficult. But then we've got lots of money now, so 79. Can we get up to 80 at least? While it's summer holidays and there's not as many students throwing litter everywhere.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
I've still got one bit of litter there. Cooper Pong, filthy. Yeah, the toilet cubicles could do with a bit more maintaining. So I'll get another maintenance janitor in, I would say. Get in there. Clean those toilets. 82. What I want to know is whether on summer holiday, when people aren't making a mess everywhere, whether we're actually capable of getting 85. We're definitely capable of getting it up to 82 right now.
Or has received my emails,
So that is good to know.
Next year and will be available for paid or unpaid roles at your station. Thanks.
But I do feel like we need some more
Students are
pretty
reminded
exterior
to have the time of
items.
their lives.
Little pear trees. Oh, they're cute. Let's see where we can put those. Oh, I like that. Oh, we've got all down there that's all sort of needing something. So maybe I could put some trees down here. Not too far apart either. And maybe get a fountain or a statue down there as well. Is there a nice statue?
Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
My light bulb statue. Dino statue. We don't really have much archaeology going on here though. At the moment. Oh, let's have a dog. Oh, he's tiny. There's a tiny dog statue. Okay. Wasn't expecting him to be quite so teeny weeny. A hedge column. What? I can have columns on my hedges? Since when? Where did it go?
There's a fly in here.
Nah, it doesn't work the way I thought it would. Oh well, never mind. I like having these topiaries outside. They are quite swank. We're back down to 82% though. Clearly we don't have enough doggo statues around the place. That's what it is. It's gone down to 80%. It was all the way up to like 83 before. It's like the more I'm adding, the worse it's getting. Anyway, these clubs need to... We need another year basically because these clubs need to just get
Dear
sorted.
students, we're more afraid of you than you are of us.
They're squeaky clean, so that's good. And the attractiveness rating tanks.
Welcome to the start of a new year.
So I'm going to let it run. Let the clubs hopefully have a good time. One more rose garden in there. Beautiful fountains. We've got a beautiful rose garden. Is there anywhere else that is like maybe part of the campus that I just haven't realised is part of the campus? Is that possible? Maybe I could put like a wall around. The edge, because that's quite attractive usually, putting a wall or a hedge somewhere.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
Might leave it at that. Obviously, then we've got the hedge going all the way around. And that hedge wasn't put in by me. That's actually outside the borders. So I could. Make it go all the way up, I suppose, and wall the whole thing in. That's walled in basically the whole campus there. And as far as attractiveness is concerned, what that does... Oh no! Look! Hedges are attractive, walls are not. Okay, wall, you're getting destroyed and turned into a hedge. Oh, no. Give me back my rose garden. We have to redo all of this in hedges. Because I put that wall up assuming that that would add to attractiveness ratings, and it hasn't. Because my life sucks. Why would they do that? Why would they make hedges so attractive and other things so unattractive? I don't know.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
There, see, that like putting hedges in, it makes the whole thing nice and beautiful. All the way around the hedge. Hedges for the win in this game. That means the whole boundary of my campus is going to look lovely.
Wolf Power Hour. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about colleges lately. Lots of study here, learn so-and-so, qualification this and qualification that. But let me tell you something they don't want you to know. It's a scam. All of it.
It's a scam. All of it. Right, let's just finish off Dead We Hedge.
Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
We're at 81% attractiveness now. Let's put some more trees in my forest. In my forest of trees. What do I have already? I don't have any of these. Let's mix it up. Let's mix up these trees. Like I say, part of me doing my 3-star might end up meaning that I have to delete these trees. But I'm hoping that it will add to the attractiveness rating. Have them there, have tree coverage. I could have put in those fountains, but they're 50k each. Trees are cheaper, fountains. If you've got a lot of money, fountains would be easier. There'd be less to then have to sell later on. There we are, starting to get there with it. So that area, at least that quarter of the campus that's covered by forest, is apparently nice and attractive. That's me at 83%. But this path isn't looking so great along here. So I'm wondering if I could put something there that would look nice and not just terrible.
Hard work may or may not pay off.
Pyramids, flower planters. I could put pearls of wisdom along the path. Light bulb statues along the path, maybe. That could work. Annoying because I can't see the path very well.
But what really happens during a test? You get a question, you write down your answer, and then some bozo tells you that you're wrong. But who's to say they're right? What's so great about their answers? If we've all got the same answers, then what's the point of there being so many of us, huh? I tell you, it's a crime that they make kids take their tests. Not a real criminal kind of crime, of course, but it's majorly uncool, and that's the kind of crime.
Being majorly uncool is a kind of crime.
Students.
You heard it here first, guys. I don't know, this seems really over the top. Kind of getting in the way of my pear trees too. Anyway, let's have a look at the attractiveness rating along that path. Well, it's definitely helped. Part of me is kind of like, well, actually, would it look nicer with just having those along the path? Let me just... Might do, actually. I'm just going to put them along the path, I've decided. And hopefully... we can get our attractiveness rating up. Ah, it's a nightmare. What is that doing there? There, I reckon. I'm totally guessing on the spacing here, so apologies if it's not right. Probably something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this all covered. Let's put those two over here. Looks like the orb club's taken over, doesn't it? But that's a little bit more attractive across the pathways. At least. But yeah, I found this in previous ones, like when they get to the second star and they're like, get this really high attractiveness rating, I find it really hard. How are we doing for our clubs then? Let's have a look. We're starting to get there with the speed walking club a bit more now.
But if Jumbo McNally's getting involved in something, you know it's
Which is
bad.
nice. It's not at level
Jumbo
5 yet though. It's
University?
going to take a while for that
What
to
a
happen. I might need to speed it up
You can
actually.
teach Mr. McNally a lesson by signing my petition to have him fired into space.
And then the other one was the Nature Club. Nature Club's doing great though. Nature Club is getting to a point where it will be level 5 pretty soon. So I'm really happy with them actually. They want an orb fountain. I don't know where I'm going to have room for an orb fountain, honestly. I've got too many other fountains. Oh yeah, between those two fountains. That's actually pretty beautiful. It's like they've got their own big orb garden. And that just pushed the attractiveness rating up. Hugely. Somehow. Gardening club just leveled up. Perfect. Which then means we don't want any more people being recruited to that. Priority off. And stand souls. This one needs to be prioritized. Speed walking club. We'll just get that to 4 out of 5. I'll put more fountains everywhere. I don't care what I have to spend to get this sorted. Right, I'm going to sell some of these trees so I can put those big fountains there. I imagine that they are much more attractive than the trees are. So if I can put them there. And I may do the same over here. So selling all the trees will probably make it slightly less attractive. But then putting those big fountains in is going to make it really good. I don't know if I will do the same with my forest. We'll have to see.
Not to ask questions.
Students are asked not to ask questions. I feel like that will do over there. I feel like those could have some statues or something in between them. But all it's going to take is to get to the end of the year and let that all sort of... So it really is now just a case of... Yeah, and that club is going from strength to strength. That's my level 5 club's done. Right.
It's a perspective thing.
What do you mean invalid collision? Can you not just like...
Plagiarism
Grr.
is not a belief system.
I've got to put really expensive, beautiful things everywhere. Loads of these around. Are there any other like outdoor fountains that look really beautiful? Hey, we did it, guys. Woohoo! So, it did take a little longer than I thought. It's mostly because of that attractiveness. It's really, really difficult to get that kind of attractiveness, unfortunately. So I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll do one more episode to try and get the 3rd star. It's looking quite pretty, so I'm hoping that it shouldn't be too difficult. So I didn't think it was possible we'd see TPU back on its feet for a second go around. Just didn't think anyone would, could or should be bothered. I certainly wasn't. All the same, people do seem delighted to each their own, I suppose. So let's continue and have a little look at what we'd need. A+ students graduate. Now, we've got really high grades right now. I don't think that we should have a problem with that. We need to get the campus up to level 35. That's going to take some time to do. Although we are making good money, so maybe not too awful. Get their happiness up to 80%. That shouldn't be an issue, because it's already at 70% partway through the year. So we'll just let them have a nice summer holiday. And get to a monthly profit of 100,000. That might take a bit more time. Those two are the ones that I imagine are going to take the time. So I will see you all in the next one. I am quite liking the look of this campus. Don't you think it looks quite nice? I think it does. We've got lots of A+ grade students, look. So a couple of years of those guys graduating, I don't imagine that we would have any trouble. Look how many A+ we have. That's crazy. You're like halfway down the list before they stop being A+. And we have 197 students. We might even do that by the end of the year to have 100 A+ students graduate. It might not be quite that many. Like I say, I don't think I'll have too much trouble getting them to a happiness rating of 80%, although sometimes it surprises me. But I'll just put in everything I can to make them super duper happy. I'll give them extra rooms, extra like machines to keep them happy. I'll give them like extra dormitories, just everything. They'll have everything. Extra pastoral support. But like I say, getting the monthly profit's already at 82k. So we'll take on some new students. We'll get the campus up to level 35. I'll knock down the forest to make new buildings. And we'll go from there. So hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.